So yeah, today I'm going to be going over Google My Business. I'm actually going to share my screen and walk through the process of setting one up. I'm just going to set a fake one up for myself. Um, and then I'll kind of go over after it's set up, show you one of our Coldwell Banker distinctive properties pages, show you how to use the page once it's all set up, get reviews and kind of the most important aspects of that Google My Business profile and really how to optimize it and make sure that you're using everything to its fullest extent. So first, let me just share my screen. Um, Perfect. So the first thing that's most important is you want to have a Google profile, which I'm sure everyone here does. So you'll want to be logged into that profile when you go to set this up. And first you're going to go to business.google.com. So super simple, business.google.com. And let me try to get that other screen. Can you still see my screen that I'm
Yes.
sharing? Okay. So when you get there, this is what it's going to look like, and you're going to push Manage Now in the blue button in the top right corner. And you'll come to a page like this where you have the opportunity to type in your business name or create it. So what's most important is you have to keep compliance in mind. So your business name must include your name, your title, your location, and your brokerage. So that could be Alyssa King, Realtor, Vale, or Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties Vale. Something like that. For now, I'm just gonna do Alyssa King business test just because I'm not a realtor, so I don't want to put that out in the public. So once you type out your name, it's gonna come up with some different options down here. What I find works best is instead of like clicking here, just click off of it over here because sometimes if it's too long, it won't let you do it, if you click right here. So I always just type it in and then click off of the page and then we can push continue. And you guys can let me know if I'm going too fast or if I need to slow down or anything. So next you choose your business type. So, you can do service business, you can do local store, you can select kind of whatever. I would say service business is probably important, and then they can also visit your office. So that's optional if you want to click that. And then you can click next. So here is the business category. So right here is where you're going to type in that you are a real estate agent. And you can click that, click next. And then where do you serve your customers? So this is just an opportunity for you to put in different areas that you serve. So I would mainly do Vale as the first one, but then, if it's Edwards or surrounding cities around Vale, you can continue just to type them in, add them up. It really doesn't matter that you hit every single, city or market, just probably the top ones that you serve, make sure you get those added. And then after you have those, you can click next. And here's where you're going to put in your phone number. I would recommend putting in your personal phone number. That way people can contact you easily, as well as you do have to verify this account, and it's really easy to verify it if you put in like your cell phone number, and then you can always change it to your office number if you would prefer at the end. But you can just go ahead and type in your number. And then here is where you're going to put your website. I would recommend putting it, even though it's optional. Each and every one of you have a website set up through CBIQ. So you can use that. If you have a custom website, you can put that in there as well. Does everybody know how to find
Alyssa, I'm
their...
going to hit pause for half a hot second. Miranda, since you just joined us, do you want to? Are you caught up with us where we are? Do you know where we are in this thing, or do we need to back up a little bit for a second?
That's so nice of you to ask. Thank you. We have a Google Business set up, so I'm assuming these are the initial steps.
Yep.
Yes.
So you're just thinking more optimization towards this when we get into it here in a little bit.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Sorry, Alyssa, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to be sure that we weren't leaving anybody behind.
Thanks for
No,
asking.
I was just gonna say, if you don't know what your website domain is, the one that is set up through CBIQ, when you become an agent here, all you have to do is go to Client Bay, log in, and then once you're logged into Client Bay, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your little photo and your name. You can click on that, and then click View Profile. And then once you're in your profile section, you can scroll down and it will say website. And from there, you can copy and paste the website domain right into that box right here. So once you have these two filled out, we can click next. And then put your business on the map. So, you can check these if you want. Get news and tips on how to improve your business profile or get invitations to participate in occasional surveys. You don't have to click anything. You can just push continue. And then here is where you're going to insert your address. So this will appear, this address will be hidden. Hold on. Let me so there is an area where the address will be shown. This one will not be. I'm going to click verify later because I don't want to actually verify this. So add your services. Here's where you can kind of get more into the details rather than just real estate agent. You can kind of say more of the services that you provide. So, you can click some of these, you can show more, or if you don't see a service that you offer, you can click custom service and create your own. They do have quite a bit. They have luxury property, first time home buyer services. But again, if you don't see one, you can create your own. And then here's where you're going to add your business hours. So if you click all of these open, you can say open 24 hours if you want. Some people prefer just to have it, Monday through Friday. Kind of whatever you prefer, you can set those business hours, and that will just show up if someone's searching your business. It will display those hours on there, as well as it'll say open or closed. If they go to search you on a day that you're closed, it'll show closed. If you prefer not to have business hours, you can skip. And then here is where you're going to add a business description. So if you already have kind of a bio written up either for your website or you have it in CVIQ or on your listing presentation, you can go ahead and paste that into here. It does only allow for 750 characters, so you might need to shorten that down a bit. And if you need help coming up with something, feel free to reach out to marketing and we can help draft something for you. And then photos of your business. So the most important photo that you should have on here is your headshot. You can always add photos later. So I would recommend at least adding your headshot in this area. And then once your profile is all set up, you can go ahead and add other photos that you would like. So we don't need a custom domain name for my website or email address, so we can skip that. And this is letting you know that your edits will be visible once you're verified. So we can push continue. And here we're going to get to the main page. So you can see it's not publicly visible because I did not verify this account. If your account is not verified, you will see that right in here, and it will say get verified. Normally when you click that, it provides you with different options. So the most common ones that I've had is when I have set them up in the past. It either does text message. Um, I have never seen the mailing address, but I have heard of this one before. And then there's also a video. So this is important to keep in mind. Sometimes you can verify it by your phone, but then it will come back and say, no, it needs re-verified. And that might require you to record a video. And it will give you instructions if you happen to get the video prompt for your verification. But essentially what it is you will go to the office, you will record outside of the office any street sign that's nearby the office, as well as the office sign outside of the office. And then you will head into the office, all while recording, showing that you have access to the office, videotape like your business card, just basically proving that you are a person and you work at that business. If anyone does run into an issue with videotaping or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. I cannot personally videotape it for you since I'm not in your market, but I can help out with any questions that you might have regarding that. So the setup process is fairly simple. It's just a bunch of questions. Does anybody have any questions about setting it up? Perfect. I'm going to switch my screen now to one of our office pages to kind of go over optimization. Okay, so when your profile is all set up and verified, this is what it will look like whenever you access your Google Business profile. And you can do that by logging into Google, clicking on the Google apps, and then you'll see Business Profile Manager. It looks like a little shop. And that is how you'll access your profile. So it kind of looks intimidating, but it's honestly very simple to use. Here, this first button, Edit Profile, very self-explanatory. Here's where you can change any business information. Say you got a new phone and you changed that, you changed your website domain. You can add your social profiles here. Anything that you need to change will be in this area. I would also recommend after you have your profile set up and you come to this page, just go through that edit profile section because as you see, we didn't run into the social profiles earlier. So here's a chance where you can add them. And you can also add additional service areas if you need. If you decide you want to change your business hours, you can do it there. Everything that you'll need to edit is right in there. I would say one of the most important parts of a Google business page, and probably why everybody wants it, is for the reviews. So your reviews will show up on your site, on your profile right here under reviews, and you can click to read them. You can also reply to them. It is very easy to ask for reviews. You can reach out to the client and say, hey, search me on Google, leave a review, or they make it very simple. You can actually email, text, or send them a link to leave you a review. So to do that, you go onto your main profile and click ask for reviews. And from there, you can copy this link and email it out. And what I would say is a lot of times people think, oh, I can only ask new clients that I just had or past clients within a certain amount of years. You can also reach out to family and friends. Character reviews are also very important. So if you haven't had any clients recently, feel free to reach out to family and friends or coworkers, managers, anybody to just get a review on that page so you have something on there. And then definitely after they write something, respond to it. I would try checking your page weekly if you can, every 2 weeks or every month, just to make sure that you're staying on top of those reviews. So if you get one, you can respond and say, thanks for the review, whatever. And this goes for good or bad reviews. If you do get a bad review, you can follow up and say, hey, follow up with me if you want to chat more about it. Kind of try to be sympathetic about it, but you can still respond to bad reviews. And then Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. The next thing, besides reviews, would be these photos. So you can see that there are a ton of Bozeman market photos on our page. You can really post photos of anything on here. You know, if you get a new listing, you can post it on there. If you have a group outing with your office, you can post it on there. We typically say that posting a photo, you know, every week is good. If you can't make it every week, try every 2 weeks or once a month at least. That way they know that you're active on this profile and you didn't just set it up and forget about it. And then, let's see. You can also add a products section. So this is a little different, obviously, for real estate agents, but you can kind of see how we have ours set up here. So what you can do is, you know, this is a good one, find a home. You can set a product as find a home, and when they click on it, they can read a little bit more, and then they can actually click this link and it will take them to your listings if you set it up that way. Or maybe they want to find out what their home is worth. You can link it to the What is My Home Worth page on your website. They can click that and then be taken to your website. Let's see. And then there's also the performance section where you can kind of see, you know, how many interactions you're getting. If you're ever curious, calls, messages, website clicks. And then here, edit services. So here's where you can edit those services that you had put on your profile. And you can edit those anytime. Anytime that you make an edit, it does go through a review process. So they'll just review it before it does get submitted to your profile. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to mention is here at the bottom of your profile, you can actually add updates. So this is really good. We do this for marketing packages for the offices, but you can also do it. So we post, you know, just listed, just sold on there. This is just providing updates to your profile, showing them, you know, that you are active, you're selling, you're helping clients, and they might be more intrigued to choose you as their realtor if they can see that, you know, you have sold something recently or just listed something. So this is super easy to do. You just click add update. Can you guys see that box? Perfect. You can select a photo or video, add a description, and then you can also link it to something. So you can do learn more, call now. Also, if you're having any open houses, any big events, you can add them on there as well for people to reach out and learn more or attend your open house. All of this is really great information just for anyone searching, you know, Vail real estate agent. You pop up, they go through your profile, and then they can get connected by website or they can give you a call. So definitely the most important thing is to check on this, if not every week, at least every 2 weeks or once a month, just to make sure you're staying up to date, because the more that you are active on it, the better chance you have to be on the top of the search engine when somebody searches for you. Are there any questions on the setup process, or, you know, how to edit or change anything or add to the profile, or any questions in general?
Would you just repeat again what you clicked on to get into the edit? Is it just at the top of your?
Yep. So when you go to, say we're just on Google, if you're logged into your profile, you can click on these Google apps.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll have Business Profile Manager.
Perfect. Okay.
And if you only have one account, it will take you straight there instead of going to this page. It'll take you just right to your main page. I have some notes here. Let me see if I missed anything. Also, with adding photos, I would definitely recommend, the most important is your headshot, but I would also recommend adding one of the outside of your office, just so if someone was to stop by your office, they know what it looks like. And you can also, Google will verify you easier if you have that photo up there. Any other questions I can help with?
I think that got everything for me.
Yeah, I think mine's set up now.
Perfect. It's a very simple process. It's just, making sure that you get verified and then staying on top of it and updating it as you can, just to show that you are active.
Do they have any kind of rules about things that you can't post? I had posted something about one of our listings, and I think it said something along the lines of I violated the policy and they wouldn't post my pictures and information.
I would have to look more into that. Do you have the email from them?
I'll have to look. It was a while back, but if I can find it, I'll forward it to you.
Okay, and I will do some research on my end, and I'll reach out to you and follow
Thank you.
up. Yeah, I feel like that has happened to us a few times when we've tried to post, just listed or just sold for the agents on our business pages, but I also don't really know the background of, what you can post and what you can't. So let me do some digging and I will reach back out to you on that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Alyssa, tell me again, how do you were talking about how people could post for the upcoming open houses, which I think is fairly interesting.
Yep.
How do they do that again?
So when you're on your profile, if you scroll down past the reviews, you'll see this little section and it has add update. You can click on that. If you reach out to marketing and we create a graphic for you, or if you just have a photo of the listing, you can add it there. And then you can add a description saying open house, date, time, description of the property. And then you can also add a button. So you could say learn more, and then you could link it to the listing on your website. Or if you wanted them to call you, you could do that. Go ahead.
What happens after the open house is over? Does it get removed? Does it not need to be removed? What happens then?
It does not get removed, but I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing that it doesn't, because say they see it after the open house, they can still click on it, go to the listing landing page and contact you for more information, or they can just call you straight from your profile, and even if it's the same way with posting just sold, you're posting it even though that property is not available, but it's just kind of showing that you did sell something, you made a client happy. Maybe they left you a review as well. And if I wanted to pursue a real estate journey with you, I would reach out.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it almost becomes like a portfolio of things you've done.
Yeah, yep.
Thank you so much, Alyssa.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for showing up and joining me. So.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good day.
Alyssa.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Bye.